Star Wars fandom revealed itself to you at this your first convention.
Yeah, I feel like I'm the freshest that is on it. Honestly, it's just so accepting. I'm like really touched by like just the diversity and all how you can come from a big city, a small city.
Man, oh man, we made it to day 4. Celebration 2022 Anaheim has come to a close. We're out here on the exhibit floor. I'm joined by Matthew, has helped me out throughout the weekend with our breakdown coverage of all these panels. Matthew from Ion Cannon. Tell me how you're feeling right this second. Are you exhausted? Are you hyped? What's your levels right now?
That's a great question. I'm surprisingly even keel, probably because I'm actually exhausted, but all the adrenaline and everything is compensating. So, yeah. So Fan Expo 2016 back home in Toronto was my favorite fandom memory until this weekend. It just, I'll probably look back to answer your question. Better time to ask me is, I'll be sad in the next few days, but in a week, in 2 weeks, yeah, I'll probably be like, oh man, everything I wanted to get done and do and see and experience, I did. So.
Yeah, so let's start with what happened first things first here on Sunday. We had the Bad Batch panel. Now, were you at that panel?
I was not. I haven't even seen the trailer, but I'm sure it's fun. I'm kind of glad I didn't miss an episode that they aired, but I don't know if they did. But I was in line. I'll tell you what I was doing. I was in line, or not in line. I was still buying merch and all that stuff, and then getting into the Celebration store. Thankfully, able to get into that to buy the box set High Republic leather.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it. I found it on the floor. I yoinked it, and then with looking around shirts. So, just the leather. I call it the Bible set because it's leatherback. But so that's what I was doing during the Bad Batch panel. So you go for it.
Oh yeah. So for Bad Batch, I don't want to spoil anything, but I will say without looking at the content itself. It was a very entertaining panel. D. Bradley Baker, I've seen him recently at New York Comic Con 2021. Fantastic guy because he has so much creative just talent. Being able to, they did a live script reading of one of the moments halfway through the season where they're on Braca and they're like in the engine of the Venator class Star Destroyer and but anyway, he's like instantly changing character, but you can see his body postures like changing when he's like Wrecker, like he does like a different kind of like posture. He like gets so into this guy, is so good at this. And then we had the actress for Omega, who was there, making her first Michelle Ang, and she was fantastic. Her actual like conversation type voice is basically like, oh, there's Omega right there on the screen. So that was that. You know what? Rather than make faces, why don't you come on? We got Dominic Jones, who already blew up one of the videos here, so we're gonna actually make him talk this time around. How you feeling, man?
Good. Tired, loopy, zany, all of the best feelings at the end of a Star Wars celebration, and excited to go to London next year, Governor.
Yeah, I guess I'm going now because I was officially recorded on a podcast, the SWU, saying I was going. Well, in New Jersey, it's probably not much further than it is to come all the way to California.
New Jersey, Old Jersey,
Yeah, I guess so. It all comes from England in a certain extent. But Dominic, what was one of your favorite things that you did this weekend?
Oh, I loved all of it. Like this whole weekend was just such a fun experience. From the Lucasfilm showcase panel to the closing ceremonies, like everything was terrific, and even just wandering around the show floor, like there was so much good stuff to see. Impulse bought an autograph from Katie O'Brien, which was lovely. She was so cool. Just seeing everything, seeing everybody, being at going to the after parties and that sort of thing as well. It's been the best time. Like I genuinely think this might be, if not my favorite, maybe my second favorite celebration. Like it's up there. It's like 1 and 1A with the last celebration, Anaheim.
Oh, the 2015. Yeah, I know. For me, it's hard because like Chicago, it was so many first experiences, and here we are coming back for the second one here for me. And exit. The mic can't pick that up anyway. It's a very crappy mic. The phone was ringing the whole time as I'm recording this. But no, for me, I love the after parties. Us three were at Disneyland, After night, let's talk a little bit about that, because that was my first time at Batu, and I was losing it, because not only that, there's people walking around Star Wars costumes, which usually doesn't happen a whole lot. So what was your favorite ride that we went on of the 3 rides? I think we went on Matterhorn, Star Tours, and Smuggler's Run. Matthew first.
It's a good question. I mean, I went on Rise of the Resistance separate from you guys. That one's just unfathomable. I do not understand. It completely blows my brain. Doing Smuggler's Run with friends was pretty fun, even if some other people aren't the best pilots. I don't mean you. So you on when we went on Monday, you're all right, but yeah, Smuggler's Run. I do want to say, just giving because I haven't been asked my overall con recap. I know I'm kind of hijacking this a little bit, but I just want to say, I want to shout out again the High Republic panel, presence of High Republic. I mentioned the leather Bible set, the presence of High Republic at this convention. Now that Phase 1 is done, packing out the Galaxy stage, seeing all the cosplay, the Luminous authors being so loved and cherished here. It's something bigger than any old book. It's any old book publishing, which those are fun too. And the publishing panel, the behind the scenes publishing panel yesterday was great. But man, High Republic, it's a category unto itself, and I'm so happy to see the Luminous authors talk a lot about how much they love the reception of it, and we see it online, we see it on Twitter, we see it. One of the most positive places in Star Wars Twitter is actually High Republic Twitter, if you can imagine. Seeing it in person at that convention, at that panel, at the cosplay, the pride of place that this era of storytelling that Lucasfilm gives to it, that us as fans give to it, and I just still cannot wait for Phase 2.
Yeah, it's great seeing all the new costumes, right? We've been so far removed, all these new releases. Like, as I'm recording this, it's just, I get so distracted when I'm doing these little recordings, so I'm just like, my eyes are off looking, oh, there's a Night Sister Marin that just walked by. All the Fallen Order cosplay is incredible here.
The other day you just turned your phone around. It's just like, oh, I gotta look at that Black Chrysanthemum, right?
Yeah. Oh, there's a Darth Jar Jar. We gotta go watch that guy walking around. So, but yeah, all the Mandalorian, obviously. The Clone Wars stuff has come out. Bad Batch. There's just so much content.
There's one guy has a really great Cal Kestis costume. I think I sat next to him a few times. There we go.
Yeah, my BD unit's going to require a little bit of repairing after this weekend. It did not survive very well, but it hung on there. But yeah, fantastic celebration weekend. Hey, didn't you want to jump on this?
If you have, what do you want to talk about? I can take my spice.
Okay.
Quickly.
Celebration. Go. Favorite thing. Favorite moments. What?
We're on camera. Well, what do? Just talk. I talk on camera? I'm used to it just being audio. Okay. My favorite moment was the SWU Star Wars Celebration Day 1 after party, and that was a really warm-hearted room with lots of people. It was an IHOP, but it was a really hoppin' rock and roll event. It turned into be a really fun event. And the best thing was that 2 hours before that performance, Hannah from Star Wars Culture on Culture Slate texted me, I know every note of Desert Planet. I can play it tonight. So when she got there, I said, "Are you serious? You know every note tight?" She said, "Yep." So for the encore at the end, we went up and Hannah played that song note for note, and she really got into it. She was really rocking out, and I felt like I was singing without my guitar because she had it, and I felt like I was backing her up. She really electrified the room, and that kind of music, that kind of connection with your friends that you know. And Star Wars and music, all three together, friends, Star Wars, and music, that was peak moment for me.
Hell yeah, man. That's fantastic. By the way, I'd be remiss if I didn't actually introduce you properly. You are Din from the band F105.
Yes.
Where can everybody follow your music, man?
Oh, well, since I were visual, that's the new album, Toys, just came out, and you can go to F105 Music is our handle and website, and that's the tour poster. And yeah, F105music.com.
Thanks so much, Dan. It's been great meeting you again and hanging out.
Yeah, and I'm sorry I had to leave the Tales of the Jedi screening room and run down to get into the actual panel room, and I felt bad about that. But your costume was awesome. Your Cal Kestis costume was amazing. Are you putting the videos up on that of YouTube?
Yeah, I got a lot to work to do when I get home. A lot of content, a lot of video content. So, oh yeah.
Okay.
So, man, fantastic.
Great work.
Woo! All right. One more thing, yeah.
So, I just jumping in with one more thing here. I talk about stuff we saw and stuff we bought. Echoing Din's sentiment, everything, all this is all really about is connecting with real people in the real world. Connecting with people online, people we follow online, we go on podcasts with online on the internet, to actually be able, after 3 years, gather together in person, literally sit next to each other, literally eat across from each other, enjoy. You and I enjoyed 4 paper cannon panels in 2 days, because we are the paper cannon people in our respective paper cannon people in our respective podcasting worlds. And it was just to connect in that way, and it's funny, just the mingling. I see Dom, I see Din, I see everybody Kareem in person lots of times, because we all live in the same city. But to see this group mingling and morphing and merging with all these internet friends from across North America, the new phase of friendship. This is a new phase of Star Wars, new phase of High Republic, new phases of friendship that you encounter people in person in the real world, and that's the thing I'm obviously gonna remember and cherish most.
Yeah, it goes without saying. I love all the reveals. All the content is freaking amazing, but it does all come down to that personal connection that's beyond the screen, that's beyond audio, visual, and we're actually, interacting in person. It's fantastic. I love doing stuff like this, just grabbing people. Hey, let's be on a video and talking about Star Wars, because why not? Why not, right? So,
and watching the Siege of Mandalore, Dave Filoni himself made this point at the Siege of Mandalore screening. We could be in our hotel rooms or back home watching this on Disney Plus. Instead, we're in an arena with 3,000 of our friends watching the 2 greatest hours of television history. And this is what Star Wars Celebration primarily is all about.
Yeah, I missed a lot of panels I really wanted to see, and I was a little bit salty when I couldn't get in, but I got over that very quickly. There's so much other things to do, and I still could have used about 4 more days at this convention, if I'm being honest, because this last day I spent a lot of time just going on the exhibit floor and just exploring, seeing the awesome miniature dioramas and all that was happening back there behind us, and just, buying stuff and looking at cool classic action figures I hadn't seen in 20 years, which that's all very important, right? Like, that stuff you can't replicate doing on, like, a trailer. You can watch that at home, right?
This thing back here, it's no Actus, I'll say that, but it's pretty darn cool.
We got a freaking TIE fighter that's life-size behind us. How cool of a background is that? This is not no virtual background. This thing, you can walk up and touch this thing if you wanted to. Oh, man. Hey, Ben, do you want to come on first? I'd be remiss if I didn't have Benjamin Hart, Star Wars guy himself, here in person in the flesh. How's it going, man?
Oh, it's great, and I'm doing especially great being here with you, man. It's been a wonderful time.
Heck yeah. So, how are you feeling right now at this moment? Going through 4 days of Star Wars Nirvana. How does that feel towards day 4?
I'm feeling great. I took a night off. I got a good night's sleep last night, so I'm feeling, but it's going to end in like 10 minutes, which doesn't make me feel good, but I feel like I accomplished a lot, saw a lot of amazing things, met a lot of amazing people, and I think this is one of my favorite celebrations yet.
Heck yeah. I mean, they've been to Anaheim. They've been to Orlando. We're going back to London. I already kind of committed to it. I know you're maybe on the fence about it. But what do you think we could see? You know, I know Celebration's not over, you know, for another 30 minutes, but what could they show us at London, at the Excelsior coming up in April? What do you think is going to be the big promotion for that one?
I think definitely whatever movie is going to be coming out next year, assuming that's still happening. We've been told Taika Waititi's movie is going to be the next one. So I don't know, maybe we'll get an announcement in the next month or two, kind of giving us a heads up about what that movie's going to be, and maybe getting in production. And then maybe we'll get our first trailer and cast reveals there in April in London.
Oh, heck yeah, heck yeah. So we had a great time in and out of the convention. We both had gone to Disneyland. I know you went to the IHOP event, which me and Din were speaking about a few minutes ago. So that's the biggest thing about Celebration is like hanging out, you know, just with buddies that you've, you know, been separated from across entire continents with, right? So tell everybody a little bit about that experience, how you've been just reconnecting with everybody.
Well, yeah, and it is especially true now because, what was it, 2019, you know, was the last Celebration, and it feels like even longer. It's been a long time. It feels even longer after going through all we went through the past few years, and coming back and getting to just hang out with everyone and doing it in the way we did has been phenomenal. That's been easily the best part, just being able to hang out with people, see people again, and meet a lot of new people. There's several friends that I never met before that I got to hang out with this thing for a long time. It was the best.
Oh man, well, it's great to finally have you in the same frame as me. So this is a cool experience right here. But hey, whether or not you make it next year, I'm hopefully going to be there, but it will not be the last time. We're going to cross our fingers and everything else to be there. But thanks again for having me. How can the people find you and Dominic? I didn't plug before with the Star Wars Underworld and everything you guys are working on.
Yeah, you can follow us at the SWU on social medias. On social media, we're posting a lot of stuff. Still have a bunch of stuff that I haven't even posted yet. Haven't had time. So I'm sure we'll have a lot of Celebration content coming up over the next few weeks. We have 3 episodes of Kenobi to talk about, or our next week's episode, plus all the Celebration. I'm hoping they'll just like have mercy on us and not give any new Star Wars news for like a month, so we can just take all this in for the next little bit. But I know that won't be the case. And but you know, we've got so much to talk about as a Star Wars content creator. It's a great time to be in this vicinity.
Let's look ahead. Let's give the people what they want to hear. The people at home, what do we have to look forward to for the remainder of 2022? So we're going to go through it. We got an immediate future right now, Obi-Wan Kenobi. We also in 2022, we have Tales of the Jedi, we have Andor, and we have Bad Batch. That's a lot of content that they're giving us, and Visions comes out next year. So it's like Lucasfilm just kind of waited till that back half of 2022. So out of all those things, I know it's got to be hard to choose, but what would you be looking most forward to?
Oh man, Bad Batch is up there. I just saw that trailer. It was amazing. We just went to that panel. Andor looks incredible. And I think, and being that it's not too far away, I think helps make my hype level so much more. So, yeah, I think we got a lot to look forward to over the next few months.
Heck yeah. Well, thanks so much again for stepping on by, and it's been great, man. It's been great. So there you go, Ben Hart, the Star Wars guy. There we go. So yeah, everybody, thanks for watching. If you want to see more Star Wars Celebration content, you're already in the right place. Here I am at Star Wars Celebration. Lots of cool things happening behind me as things are unfortunately winding down here. So make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We have Outer Rim Transmission Podcast. We go live every Friday around 9 o'clock Eastern. So look forward to more of our Celebration coverage as we break down all those trailers, everything. I don't know how I'm going to put it in, as Ben was saying. 3 episodes of Obi-Wan Kenobi to talk about, plus all the news and like several trailers that some trailers that even happened physically at Celebration, like the Jedi Survivor. So, man, oh man, it's been one hell of a trip. I hope you guys enjoyed this coverage. Let me know what you thought about it. And until the next Celebration, see ya then.
Thanks for checking out the video. Please hit that thumbs up symbol. It helps me know that I'm making content that you guys enjoy. And if you enjoyed this video, I also include 2 videos down below you guys should check out. And please consider subscribing to this channel. It helps support me and it notifies you guys of when I get new videos up on the channel. You can also contact me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Starrapter.